It was still here. I got to admit, I didn't think it would be. Well, I've been looking for a new assistant for a while, and, I do this little thing where I leave in the middle of the interview after people have gotten to see a little bit about what the job is like. Every other person has run out of this office by the time I got back. Can't blame them. You just sat there, you just waited. A little notepad like you're about to do homework. Yeah, take notes in class. It's cute. I like it. What's your name again? All right. So, I'm just going to call you Cupcake. It's not that I'm not trying to remember your name. It's just I call everybody Cupcake. Then I like them, and I think I like you. But first, I want to ask you something. What job listing did you respond to? What did it say when you looked for a job? What job did you think you were applying to? Yeah. Yes, definitely a personal assistant. That's all right. So you read competitive salary and loyalty, discretion required, irregular hours, unconventional job, and you just thought what? That you were applying to be, I don't know, an event planner, maybe a receptionist. Nobody has receptionists anymore. We have voicemail. All right, well, you really don't have any idea what kind of business you just applied to, did you? I suppose that was kind of a hypothetical question. I can tell by the way you're sitting there. You're way too relaxed to actually know what we're talking about right now. I'm a little nervous, yeah, because, you're interviewing for a job, but you're not scared. You're just nervous, and there's a difference. Usually, people who know what they've just walked into here, they're scared. But you just came in here with your resume and nerves. It's a good cover letter, by the way. Actually, I highlighted a few sections that I like that. I should send you home. That's the practical thing to do, because you are out of your league. You're out of your depth right here. You know that? You just you're not ready for this. You're absolutely not ready for this. The fact that you made it past the front desk is just, I have to be worried. I have to have a conversation with my security about that, because you are not one of us. I don't mean that as a negative thing. I don't mean to be insulting. You're not. Did you hang on? Did you organize my inbox while I was out of the office? I left you in this office for minutes tops, unsupervised, and you color coded it. Hang on, did you flag the things that are urgent? All right, so what is this? What is this sticky note? Work hours, deep work hours? What? I don't even know what to do with this. Well, I mean, I know what to do with this, but now I'm thinking I don't know what to do with you. In the past year and a half, I've had 4 different assistants, and do you know what they all had in common that you do not have in common with them? They all knew exactly what kind of organization this is. And none of them ever dared touch my inbox. All right. You just sit there for a second. You just sit there and let me think. All right, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to tell you this once, and I need you to listen. I need you to listen very carefully. I need you to be actively listening, right? Whole body, whole mind. Can you do that? Right. Okay. Now, my name is not on any public records that matter here. all of the businesses that are registered to this address, and there are a good few of them. We got entertainment, we got import export, we got security, we got consulting, we got garbage removal. All of those businesses are very legitimate, but there's also a little underneath that business. Under those businesses, I run things in this city. I run the city. There's certain type of people who would prefer that I don't run this city, which means I have rivals, I have enemies, and I've also got a building full of people whose jobs it is to make those enemies stay very, very far away and very discouraged from, messing with me. Are you beginning to understand what I'm saying here? That I have legitimate businesses. My name isn't on them. And then underneath those businesses is something different. Another matter entirely, not. You see what I'm saying? All right. Okay. There you go. There you go. There you go. Now I'm seeing it. Now I'm seeing the recognition. Now there's the fear. There's the fear I was talking about. Yeah. Now you get it. You get it. All right. It's okay. It's okay. Take a breath. Take a breath. There you go. There you go. Good, good, good. All right. Again, in with the good air. Out with the bad. All right. Yeah. Yeah. You're handling this better than the last one did, for the record. Yeah. He cried. It was very awkward. I'm not judging him. I mean, I get it. It's a lot coming at you all at once, but you're scared, but you're still very focused. You're very focused. You're still listening, and that you're very You know what that does? It doesn't matter. All right. So the point is, you came here for a job, right? You came here for a normal job. You came here gotta tell you, you came here for a job that doesn't actually exist technically. Not in the way that you had anticipated. What does exist? The job that is here. I got a lot of sort of organizational chaos here that apparently you caught on to, because you were able to, straighten some of it out in just a few minutes, and that's kind of humiliating. But on the other hand, my previous assistant just called my entire calendar a cry for help. She wasn't wrong. So I'm going to make you an offer. I'm going to make you an offer, and this is not one of those, an offer you can't refuse. You are perfectly free to refuse. No consequences, right? You'll just be shown right out again, and I will ask you to sign a very, very thorough NDA that our lawyers take extremely seriously, and you will go on with your life as if this building does not exist and you never heard anything about me from me. Got it? All right, here's what I propose. I say you stay. I'm offering you a job with real salary, like real money, like a lot more than you would have imagined from the listing, right? It's also like a lot of real work here. This is my life, my schedule is genuinely catastrophic. I'm not proud to admit that. You do not need to know everything that happens here, but you do need to be able to keep secrets. You need to be able to maintain confidences, right? You need to follow instructions. You need to, do as you're told without asking too many questions, is what I'm saying. You don't need to know the reasons behind the things that I do, all right? You just need to assume that some days are going to be kind of weird around here, all right? Potentially kind of weird. And I also will be very transparent with you. I've alluded to it. I've flat out said it. There are people who don't like me. It's part of my job, part of my life, part of my line of work. It's worth mentioning that sometimes, occasionally, possibly, you know, proximity to me is, not without risks. Could be sometimes bad for your health. I got good people around me. The building is secure, but I also believe in informed consent, so I am informing you. All right, you got questions. I'm sure you got questions. So go ahead and ask your questions. What do you want? What's on your mind? What are you thinking? What do you want to know? I'm sorry, what? Yeah. I thought it was a very good idea. I've been overscheduling myself, and it's been going on for months, and nobody ever says anything to me because nobody wants to be the person to say anything to me that I might not want to hear. So yeah, it was a good idea, and you can continue doing that kind of scheduling and that kind of thing if you decide that you want to stay. I can use someone who will say things like that to me. Now, I got to tell you, this is also this is not necessarily relevant to your job performance. I just mean it's just a simple fact. I don't make these kinds of offers lightly, right? I don't bring people into my circle lightly. Everything I do here is intentional. Everything I do here is controlled, and everything I do here is considered. I built it that way. I made it that way because otherwise people get hurt. You being here, it's a variable, right? It's unusual for me. I didn't account for this necessarily for somebody who's not, in the know. So I am making an exception for you. I don't like variables, but I like you. So I'm making an exception for you. But there are going to be rules, all right? And my rules are not unreasonable, but they are also not negotiable. You got to tell me your schedule. You don't go to certain parts of this building without an escort. It's not about trust. It's not about trusting you. It's, some of my associates are not accustomed to civilians. And it's best for everyone if you're not walking into conversations unexpectedly, uncomfortable situations unexpectedly. Another rule, you very importantly do not discuss your work here, not with anybody, nobody, not friends, not family, not a therapist who might be a mandatory reporter, nobody, right? If you need a therapist, I'll get you a therapist. We got good therapists. I'll give you one of ours. But yeah, they are very discreet. That is their whole thing. And if anything ever does make you feel uncomfortable, if you ever feel like somebody's just looked at you sideways, something just feels a little off, you come directly to me. You don't go to anybody else. You don't go to security. You don't go to anybody. Just straight to me. No one else first, just me. Is that clear? All right. I do take the safety of my people very seriously. More seriously than I take most things. I take a lot of things very seriously. So, consider yourself one of those people then. All right? And since you are now staying, let's take a look at the schedule. My Thursday is a disaster. I need you to walk me through what you did with it. You're good at this. I don't say that very often. You can ask anybody. You're good at this. I think You may just be the first competent person that's sat in that chair in a long time. Maybe forever. I don't know. But you know, it is what it is. Whatever. You get yourself settled in here. Renata will come back in here soon with your paperwork. The NDA is going to be a lot longer than you would expect, but yeah, at least the font is legible. Anyway, one more thing. From now on, you're affiliated with me. Anybody who asks, and there will be people who ask, because it's natural to ask. Anybody who asks where you work, you just say that you're in with the Campbell organization. You just say it like it's simple, because it is simple. That's what you're doing. But if anybody ever makes you feel like it isn't simple, right? If everyone ever makes you feel like, well, if anybody ever makes you feel any kind of way, you just come to me. You tell me. All right. Well, and welcome to the organization. Oh, and one last thing. Renata's going to be coming in here to take your measurements. Yeah, for clothes. You're going to be around me a lot. I want you to look like you belong with me. You want to look like you belong with me, right? Right. Perfect. You'll like it. I promise you're going to look even better than you do now. I'll be back after Renata gets done with you, and we'll start to work. Look at you, cute cupcakes, still hanging out here at the end of the video. I love it when you do that. I am always so flattered that you're still here at the yeah, I clearly expect people to leave the party early when I'm hosting, but thank you very much for still being here. And thank you all so very much for having been so supportive this past week while I was not able to work. I was not able to get videos out. I was actually doing a lot of scrambling and a lot of working because some of you who listened to my outro last week know that my computer was already dying last week, and it did not last long after that. So I do have a new computer now, and I am back in action. I have apologies to make, though, because my Patreon patrons and my YouTube channel members are supposed to get, in addition to other perks, are supposed to get ad-free early release content of my stories, and that did not happen for yesterday and today. I am back in action, though, and my early release audios are being posted, will be again posted today. The next week's worth of stories is already written, and a good portion of them are recorded, and so I'm back on track. Thank you all for your patience. Thank you for your support. Thank you for making this something that I can do and still be safe when a week goes by and I'm not able to get new content out. I will never not be humbly grateful to all of you for everything that you do. Whether it's a like or a comment or a share or a hype or supporting me on Patreon or the members or like the people sending me things on Throne, you guys are all so wonderful to me, and I will never be grateful enough to you. It's humbling. I've said that before, but it is still humbling. And also, I have new patrons to thank. There is Connor, Salty Shoe, Joshua, Sweeney. Thank you all so very much for joining me. I hope I will get to see you in the chats. I hope I'll get to see you in Discord. Speaking of Discord and Patreon, I do have my hangout, my live chat hangout coming up next week for my Baker and Pound Cake tier level supporters. And we're going to sit around, we're going to chat, we're going to play games. I'll put up the schedule. I'll put up the schedule this week, and you will see. But I look forward to seeing you. It's always fun. Trying to get it a little bit earlier this month. I usually leave it till the last week in the month, but you know what? I've missed you guys, so I want to hang out and chat. It's been a week, and I look forward to getting to just hang out and chat with you. So, anyway, I hope you will all be as good to yourselves as you are to me, because you are so very good to me. And I will talk to you all soon. Take care.